What's up guys, welcome back to another video.
On this video, we are talking finances, guys. How much money we spend on our trips to LA. It's gonna be an average because it's usually always the same amount, but the days change, we add, we take off. So you guys are gonna know how much money we spent on the last trip to LA.
Alright guys, in order to make money, sometimes you gotta spend some money. You know, these trips are essential not only to see our friends again, to party with them, to convivir with them in general. We like to go and take advantage of these trips for the podcast, for content, because you know, at the end of the day, it is our job. So we're gonna break down, guys, from food, what we use for like actual business, and what we use for more fun, pleasurable items. So we're gonna start off with business.
Okay, so the very first thing that we do is obviously book the flights. And I think I always take in charge of that because I've been really good at booking flights, finding the best deals, booking on Tuesdays, whatever. So this time our flights were for how many days, babe?
Hold up. She books flights because the one time I tried to, what happened, babe?
The one time Jonathan tried to book flights, he booked flights for the wrong day. So we were going to LA literally a week before the huge event that was happening. So did we tell them what happened?
No.
Long story short, guys, we were on the airplane about to take off when I look at my messages and I'm like, babe, we're supposed to be on this plane next weekend. So what do? We make up this whole freaking emergency that we had to get off the plane by. Thank God that they let us off the plane because they're not supposed to do that. And then we rebooked it. But guess what? Our suitcase, everything, my makeup, my calzones, everything was in LA. So
yeah, so I had to use Blanca's thongs for like a whole week straight, guys. But yeah, our bags and everything was in LA. So we had to suffer a whole week without like our most essential items. So, but we made it work.
I'm always updating myself on like the best airlines and everything because you guys know and if you don't know, when you book flights, you're not only booking the flight itself, you have to pay for seats if you want to choose to sit next to your partner, and you're also booking your bags. So Jonathan and I literally always travel with at least 4 bags, at least. But when my mom comes along, then we add another bag. And then we're taking the podcast, we add another bag.
Another one.
So this time we traveled with like five bags. So you do have to like keep updated on what airline is going to give you the best bang for your buck. So we did book with Southwest Airlines, which I think we're going to stick with forever.
They're great.
They were amazing. So our tickets came out to a whopping
$1,013.
And that was for 5 days.
Yep.
5 days, bags included and seats included because with Southwest you can choose your seats and sit wherever you want.
First come, first serve, guys. Don't think you just pick them like before. Como se van subiendo al avión, that's how you pick your seats.
Yeah, but also they have like this whole other thing where you are in a different group. So group A boards first. And us, since Franco is here and we get priority boarding, which means that we board right after group A. So we're like first come, first serve, so we're the first ones on. Yeah,
guys, having a baby has its perks. Don't just let them scare you that having a baby sucks, all your fun goes away. Guess what? We get to board the plane very first because we have a baby. So having a baby has its perks, okay?
Yeah. So that was 1,013. That was the main thing. Mm-hmm. And then when we get to LA, how the heck are we gonna move more around? The Ubers are expensive as shit. So what was it, babe?
Not only are they expensive, but we have so many people, a stroller, and we gotta just go up and down. So we'll rather just rent a car. Mm-hmm. And funny little story, I tried to book this with Avis. So I booked it was gonna be like $700, right? I was like, this is really cheap, blah blah blah. And then they hit you with the little fine print that if you're not 25 or older, you gotta have like a major credit card. And guess what? These MFers didn't want to give me my money back. Like literally, it's like if you booked it, we have to still charge you $150. So thanks to Avis, I lost $150, and it bothers me so much, guys, because that's like I lost it like in a span of like 2 minutes, and it's money that I'll never get back, you know. So I ended up renting from this other smaller car rental company in Los Angeles called 21 Rental, and they were more flexible because of my age and whatnot. But that's still, because of that, they kind of do take advantage. They're like, oh, well, you don't have that many options, you know. So it did come out for 5 days, everything, like all the insurance and stuff included, $1,400 I'm supposed to get $300 back. $300 was the deposit, so only technically $1,099. But I still haven't gotten those $300, so I gotta make some calls after this video.
Yeah. So after that, what was it, babe?
They're all over the place for business, guys, but let me just, we can take turns reading them off. Okay. I did do like a little Starbucks giveaway, so that's considered business. So at Target, I spent $139. That included a $100 Starbucks card, and then the rest was Starbucks for everyone in the hotel.
So we also did a giveaway that day on Spill the Beans podcast, so that is considered business, and we're in LA, so that goes towards that expense. So that was $50.
And then I did $15 to get from LA to the car rental was $15.
Gas for the rental was $72.15 because gas in LA is literally $10 a gallon.
And then when obviously we're traveling around, we gotta park the car somewhere. So I got parking here. I got $12 one day. I got $8 another day. We filled up the gas tank again, not that much, but we did have to leave it full. So I did have to put $29 right before I dropped it off.
And then another thing with this trip is that we park at the airport because it just makes more sense with Franco and all the bags and everything. So parking at the airport for those 5 days was $180.
So if you add all these things up, and I'm sure we forgot a thing or two because we did, rush to make this list a little bit. So it comes out to be a whopping
$3,069.49 just like to get there, basically.
Yeah, just to get there and get around. Yeah.
Maybe.
So then we go on to my favorite part, which is food, right? Shout out to our friends La Comadre and Rogelio. They provided food almost every day. The only time we had to buy food was when we were out and about. Honestly, they're the best. We love them. Birria tacos.
Chick-fil-A breakfast.
Camarones.
Seafood boil.
Seafood boil. They made everything, guys. They're the best hosts. We love them. Shout out to you guys. Los queremos mucho.
But side note, we do get this question a lot is, who pays for the food when all of you guys are together? So basically, when we're all together, we always either split it, like, all evenly, or we take turns. Like sometimes we're like, oh, we'll pick up the tab, or sometimes they'll pick up the tab. Like it depends. So yeah, that's usually we try to take turns, like picking up the tab for our friends, and they do it. Like we have never established like, oh, this is what we have to do. Like it just comes out of like us naturally. So that's why sometimes we also don't spend too much on food. Sometimes we do. Like it just averages.
We also want to give credit to another person on this trip, guys. No sé qué le entró la loquera, or she just was like, Juani es otro rollo. She was super nice. And Antonio.
Dude, Juan and Antonio, I love them so much.
We went to go eat sushi one day around the Airbnb we got like right before Disney. She grabbed the bill and didn't let anyone pay, guys. So she paid for sushi there. And then le pegó otra vez la loquera when we were, I don't know if you guys follow us on Instagram, but make sure you follow us on Instagram. We were drinking the mimosas, we were getting lit at the brunch place like near Disneyland. Again, she's like, it's Tonio's birthday, let me pay. For that time, we're like, okay, we're not gonna let this one slide. We tried fighting her so hard, guys, for the card, el compadre, me, Adrian. We all tried to get the card away from the waiter, but she promised us that when we go to Houston, we can pay for stuff. So we're gonna make you keep your word, Juani. Yeah, shout out to her, because honestly, that would have added more to this food tab, but she came through.
The first round of food, we got sushi in Santa Barbara, which chef's kiss. Literally, Beauty Bird knows all the best sushi spots. So that was a whooping $210.12, which honestly is not a lot of money for sushi, no. But yeah, it was delicious. And then for the rest, it's like pickups, like drive-thrus. We went to In-N-Out just like for a quick snack. We went to Tierra Mia, the coffee shop that's amazing. We went to where?
No, this one's Tierra Mia too. So $30, $27. I bought some oysters and micheladas, $58. Again, Tierra Mia, $30. She loves her Tierra Mia. Some juices.
I went to Press Juicery for the first time. I wanted to be an LA girl or whatever. $17 for one
drink?
No, it was a froyo.
I thought this was for all the girls.
No. I got probiotic shots for free, but whatever.
And then we got some Krispy Kreme, which was $63. And then if you add up all the food, which in reality, guys, take in mind, Lulu, El Compadre, Juani and Antonio paying for all this, this would have been way more. But luckily, it was only $437.20.
Yeah, the food always varies because sometimes we'll come back and we're like, damn, we spent $1,000 on that trip, just food. So it varies, and again, we're super blessed with the friend group that we have. So yep, that was $437.
So now we move on to fun, guys, and not just fun like, oh, we spent our money because we have it. No, this is like fun. Also includes like clothes we had to buy, which I was tempted to put it in business because we record our live, so we gotta look good, you know, fashionably wise. But at the same time, it's not like we need it 100%, so I put it under fun. So right before we take off, we do gotta go to the mall to buy certain items, so I do consider that for the trip because it's money we spent for the trip, you know. Let's go down at Carter's for Franco. We spent $134.
At Claire's for Jonathan's piercings, he wanted to be a brand new boy in LA. We spent $87.
Yep. And then Buckle, I needed some cowboy shirts, and I think that's it, $65.
We went to Journeys, and that's like a shoe place. We spent $60 there.
Yeah. And then I needed some new boots, guys. I had to go to Boot Barn, and those were $325. But take into mind that I'm not very I'm not a shoe guy, boot guy. So literally the boots I had before these are the ones that you see in the very first picture when we met Lulu and El Compadre, I think, like at her birthday party. Well, that I met them. Blanca had met her before. And then I still have those boots. So that's 3-4 years with one pair of boots. So these, even though it's $325, I'm gonna make them last a while, you know.
And then we went to our favorite stores, which is H&M and Forever 21. This is usually where I find my outfits for the events that we're going to, and also like my lounge outfits, because I usually try to take a picture at the airport, and that is basically investing to the business, you know, trying to look good on Instagram. So these are all kind of business expenses, kind of not. But at H&M, we spent $316.72. But keep in mind that when we shop, we don't shop just for us. We shop for Franco, we shop for my mom, we shop for whoever we're bringing on the trip with us. Yeah. Keep that in mind as well. So, and then at Forever 21,
that was $226.
Jesus Christ.
But these two stores are like on the cheaper side, guys. Yeah. If you know, you know. So we did get a lot of clothes. I'm gonna bundle these together. Walgreens. Blanca DoorDash Walgreens like 3 times. So one was $14, the other one was $40, and the last one was $31.
And then I went to the mall when I was with Lulu and Juani and all of them, because I needed an outfit for Alanize. So I took Juani, my stylist. She was complimentary to the Zara trip, so I definitely didn't have to pay her for that, thankfully. But she picked out my outfit for the Alanize podcast, and then I also bought some things for Franco because I never even knew Zara had like a baby section. And we also did this prank where we bought the guys the same shirts. So we bought that at Zara. And I bought these super cool shoes that were freaking $100 that I didn't even I didn't see the price tag. So at Zara I spent $512, but I can justify myself because I did return a couple of things, because when I looked at the price tag, like individually, I was like, that's ridiculous. First of all, one of the things didn't even have a button. So I returned $160 worth of things. So basically it brought it down to $360. Yep. Which is still a lot of money, right?
Yeah. And then we went to Target. I don't know, for a while Blanca went $75.
You went to get Franco diapers.
Oh, diapers and a little bit of other stuff. When we went to go drink the mimosas and eat the brunch at that place, guys, there were 2 stores that I went to that I freaking love, and I love 2 things: Funko Pops and soccer. So they were right next to each other. So I got a Funko Pop actual size, and then a little keychain one. He's right here. The Flash, which is my favorite superhero. So that was $27.97. And then I went over to the soccer store, and that's where they got my money, because they had the new Mexico jersey long sleeve, and I need that for the World Cup. And they had the new Barca shirt, which I didn't have. And then they also had a Neymar pop, so I had to get that. So that total was $226. Yeah, my guilty pleasure.
And then we have 2 miscellaneous purchases. One was a new stand, and then another one was a t-shirt for Franco, because Jonathan was not looking out for him, and he literally popped a jelly in his mouth, and then se lo hice y nota su white shirt. So I had to get him a shirt, and of course I got it at Zara. It was a cute Paw Patrol. I couldn't pass it up. That was $19. In total for fun, that came out to be $1,213.72.
for those that are good in math and have been keeping up, good job. But if you're not, just like me, we get a whopping
$5,530 and some change. And we do like give or take because we did have some miscellaneous things that we didn't really know what they were. So say it was like $5,600. But let me make ourselves feel better, babe, okay?
What,
because
what?
this is so $5,600 is how much money we invested on our trip. So
yes.
Our career is all about how much money we invest and how much money we're gonna get back. So this is how much money we invested, but thankfully, by the grace of God and the grace of you guys, we do make more than we invest back. So at the end of the day,
or else it wouldn't be called investing. It would just be called losing.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, we don't really feel bad about it, but we kind of do. Like when we sit down and do our finances, we're like, oh my god, why did we do that? But then when everything at the end of the month comes through and we like check everything, we're like, okay, like the investment was so worth it, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people like ask us, oh, well, like what do you actually do on these trips, blah blah blah. But since we're already gonna struggle to get Franco over there, to get him out of his routine, to like take him away like out of his home, so we might as well just stay there for almost a week and just get a lot of content out of it and get you guys what you want, because of course we always listen to what you guys want to watch and we make sure that we give you guys the videos that you request. So that's basically what this LA trip costed us, guys.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's not only like what money we get back. It's also like we grew our social medias, we grew our friendships. Before this trip, we weren't very close to, well, I wasn't because I had never been in the same place as them, to Juani, to Toño, to these other influencers. So it's like, yeah, we got our money back and some, but we also built stronger relationships because we're going to go to Houston very soon and all these other places very soon. But we also grew our social media, which in return, in the long run, it equals more money.
That was basically what this trip was. We hope you guys liked this video. Let us know if you want to know how much we spend when we go to other places like Florida, for example, which is across the freaking country, or when maybe if you
maybe it's just you and I,
yeah,
and it's not that much money.
Or we could also I was thinking we could do like what we spend in a week or what we spend in a day, like living in Colorado, like with this career that we have. So yeah, let us know down below what else you want to see in this segment of our channel, I guess.
Yeah, guys, we'll definitely bring these videos back because I feel like the trip we did with Lily and Mando in Tampa with all our friends, it was more of a party vibe. It's always business, right? But it was more of a party animal vibe. So I guess we can break down our numbers that way, like what a party trip looks like compared to like a working one where we had to book spill the beans guests and whatnot. So yeah, let us know what you guys want in the comments. And if you like this little video idea, I feel like it took a lot from us to make this video because we are sharing a lot with you guys. But at the end of the day, we do it because this wouldn't be possible without you guys, your likes, your comments, your views. So thank you from the bottom of our heart.
Yep. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. We appreciate you so much, and we will see you on the next video.
Later.